Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Leo. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is an extended reading for the week of July 17th through the 23rd, 2023. But do know the energy is timeless, so anytime that you're seeing this, if the message, if the title, if it resonates at all, if the energy vibes, then there could be messages most definitely here for you. So this is an extended, meaning that I've already done the first half of the video, which you can catch over on my YouTube. The second half is now, and so we're going to dive down deeper into the messages and see what additional information we can conjure up. We're going to be clarifying the situation with the Temperance card, getting a solution to the issue with the Nine of Cups, and then advice from Spirit as it applies to the Nine of Swords, which came out of nowhere. And then we're also going to be popping up with the Kabbalah Tree of Life Oracle, magical spell cards, and divination from the ancients. So just to catch us up to speed, Leo, the first two cards we pulled was Shine Your Light and Choose Friends Wisely. They're both also the same background. Not all of the cards are the same, so the fact that two corresponding cards came up together is really significant. I feel like you're changing things around right now in life, choosing your friends a lot wiser. Maybe it's just like transitioning and completely changing your friends altogether. And then while this is all happening, you're focusing on shining your light. Leos love to be center of attention, let's just be honest, right? But before, where it might have been, wanting to be center of attention just for, just for the cause of it, just to, for the personal satisfaction. Now you're actually shining your light and inspiring others, because that helps somebody other than yourself, right? And that's what that card is all about. Now, also, this may have a lot to do with your relationships, intimacy, freedom, acceptance, trust, and shining a light kind of on that part of your world as well. You're gaining a lot more clarity and insight with the insight card, number 42 underneath the deck here. I feel like for many of you, you're having a spiritual awakening or approaching one, and that's helping you gain awareness and self-evaluation on the things that you've done in the past. Maybe you were immature, maybe mistakes were made, things like that. What's really interesting is we just had literally a day ago, just had the big shift between North Node and South Nodes. North Node, which ended up coming out in your spread, North Node, it means your life's purpose, your destined path, right? And your South Node talks about your karmic debts. And I feel like this is saying, because they're almost even the same color, you're in a relationship right now that's part of your life's purpose. You may even be in a being led or starting to transition or shift into a career or some kind of a project or path that's putting you in this life's purpose type of energy. Underneath the deck here, we also had communicating. It's air sign energy, and this is just talking about you needing to make sure to communicate everything, whether it's insight, telepathy, things that you're thinking, or communicating verbally, through spoken word or text message, writing, anything like that. Okay, so the cards that we have are Temperance, which is the angel of the tarot card deck. I feel like she's here to protect you. You've got guardian angels around you. You are being protected. And that was for the overall energy. The main issue is the Nine of Cups. And I'm not really sure why that's the main issue. That's wish fulfillment. Why would wish fulfillment be an issue, right? Maybe maybe that's all you're focused on. And because the outcome surprised me, we've got the Nine of Swords. Now, I did say in the last reading, make sure you look up angel number 999, because we've got 9 here, 9 here, 9 here. And angel number 999 talks about endings and beginnings, right? It's a culmination point, and it's where you're wrapping things up in your world. You're about to hit a 10, and 10s are endings, but they're also beginnings, because 1 + 0 = 1, and that's the start of a new journey, a new path, a new project, a new relationship. It could be anything, right? It could be a new phase of a relationship or whatever. But I think you've got some fear maybe even some sleepless nights, some anxiety, stress starting to kick in. You may be a little worried about where this is going to take you. You're unsure, because, you've had it really good. And then all of a sudden this starts to set in. But it's all meant to happen. This is like the ebb and flow, especially when we have big transitions, big transits like this. It's big. And like I said, we've got North Node is now in Aries, so you could have that strong somewhere in your chart. Also check your birth chart. You might even have Aries North Node, right? And then Libra South Node. So if you've got any Libra placements, those are going to be the rougher energies, but it's everything. It all happens for a reason. It's to learn and grow from these lessons, right? So if you're interested in your birth chart and you don't know what it is, make sure you get with me. I've got all of my contact information in the description below. Sorry, my nose is itching out of nowhere. That normally means that I'm like right on the money with my messages, but it's like insane right now. Like I feel like I just like buried my face in my cat. You also have Justice underneath the deck. So there's going to be justice in some kind of situation. If it's not justice, like a legal situation, court, judges, lawyers, whatever, you also could be dealing with a Libra, have that somewhere strong in your chart, or something like that. But it's like balance, like temperance. And so you could be getting justification or some kind of justice in a situation that helps you decide, helps you balance things out. So it's not so hard of a decision or doesn't give you stress, fear, or anxiety. Take it as it resonates. All right, so what do we have for Leo, please, for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity? I have got Leo in my 10th house. What is it? My MC. But it's like I've got Leo in the 10th house of profession. So I like to be center of attention when it comes to, it's not center of attention necessarily, but I like to be on it, when it comes to my profession, whatever I'm involved in. The authoritative figure, but also sweet and cuddly like a Leo. Messing up all the cards. Funny, my phone just went off when I said that, so it was like clarification. All right. Let's cut the deck. What do we have for Leo, please? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity. Underneath the deck, as we go into this, it's King of Wands, Leo. That's you. There's even a lion in the back. So, this is Big Daddy. He's Mr. Don Juan Casanova here, lover boy. Everybody loves the King of Wands. If he's single, he's like the guy that everybody wants to hang out with. He's sought after. He has a lot of suitors, very passionate, because that's what wands are all about. It's a very phallic symbol, passion, right? But also, if we're talking about business, he's a very good, wise businessman. He has his nose on the money. He can usually pinpoint a good project, a good investment when he sees one. And if he's married, he's a very passionate lover, great in bed, devoted to his family and relationships, but passionate about anything that he does or puts his heart into, because that's what the King of Wands is all about. So that's the energy going into this, passion, very passionate energy. Could be talking with a male Leo or a masculine Leo. Doesn't have to be. Energies can be flip-flop, crisscrossed, or reversed. What is let's clarify the situation. What is temperance? Let's clarify temperance for Leo. Okay. We got two cards. I'm taking the first one. So we have the Five of Swords. That makes sense. I'm sorry, Five of Wands, not swords. Five of Wands. So more passionate energy. This is actually talking about competition, rising to the top, trying to, clamber to the top. Notice that they're all kind of like climbing there. Somebody's trying to touch the fire. It's fire sign energy. This could be 5 people. It could be 5 family members, 5 friends. It's like, but very competitive energy, okay? Also can denote like bickering, fighting, but it's like within a group of people. Very competitive. What is the Nine of Cups? Okay, so the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You could be dealing with one, have that in your chart, or just be dealing with somebody who does. Pages are messengers. They're usually younger. Could be somebody younger than you. But it's usually like just somebody who's very free-spirited, loving, caring. It's like a message of love, a message of happiness, something that, you know, brings you joy and fulfillment. Also, the Page of Cups could be talking about like the message of what love has produced. So for some of you, you could be getting a message about like a baby or pregnancy or something like that. Take it as it resonates. But this is, you know, it's almost like Cupid. He's a little Cupid, you know, just love, love, love. And that's why you're in this Nine of Cups energy. It's like you're happy. It's wish fulfillment. You know, I feel like you may have gotten really good news about, you know, something that you're excited about. Maybe there is a pregnancy or something like that. If so, drop it in the comments below, please. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe also, and hit that notification bell. So what's this Nine of Swords about? I need to know. What's the advice from Spirit? What's the advice from Spirit for this Nine of Swords? And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about, like, why would the Page of Cups be the solution to the issue when the issue is wish fulfillment? It very much could be like, maybe it's like the discussion of a child or discussion of children. You know, like, are you in a relationship and have you talked about having kids or something like that, right? Because you got to communicate that. Because that would absolutely be part of life's purpose. You got to have a greater understanding, awakening, awareness towards something like that when you're making that kind of a decision. What's the Nine of Swords? What is advice from Spirit for the Nine of Swords for Leo, please? Okay. Well, I'll take both of them, I guess. Okay. So, this one definitely wanted to fall out. It's the Four of Pentacles, and that's talking about holding on to your money. Not just holding on to it, but it's like taking into account your finances, where you are financially, how stable you are in a situation. And I feel like there's fear there. If we're talking about children, it's like somebody's trying to plan it out. My ears started ringing as I said this. So like there could be legitimate fear about starting a family. And that's what this Nine of Swords, like, maybe somebody got word that somebody's pregnant and now they're like, oh my God, what are we going to do financially? I don't know how this is going to work. You know, we don't have enough money, or maybe we need to make more money or whatever. That's that energy. But then we have the King of Cups with the Four of Pentacles. And the king, I mean, he's a king for a reason. So you won't have an issue when it comes to money. Not saying that money won't be hard, you know, times won't be hard at times, right? But the King of Cups is very loving. He's very emotional, can sometimes be a little dramatic too, but he leads with love. He leads with his emotions. He wants his emotions to be heard and be, like, he wants to be looked up to for how he makes people feel, right? You could be dealing with a water sign again, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It's very interesting. Yeah, I feel like, or this could be a completely different person, just like outside of the situation in which you may be called into work like a partnership with, because we've got the Three of Pentacles underneath the deck. That's partnership, working together with 3 or more people. It's either that, or you also could have like a father figure in your life. King of Cups, father figure. They could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, in which you are getting some advice from or wanting to get advice from, and just the whole situation is kind of stressing you out. It's really, really interesting. But there will be justice in a situation. Something will be balancing out with a partnership. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe it's what you haven't seen yet. It's like underlying energy or what you don't see coming. But everything's going to balance out. Like, it'll be justified with this new partnership. It looks like 2 women and a man, right? And it could have something to do with this King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's just move along and pull something from the Kabbalah Tree of Life Oracle. I'm going to kill you. Sorry, I'm talking to the fruit flies. I need to get rid of my bananas. I was supposed to make banana pudding tonight. I was making tacos instead. It's Tuesday. So, tacos over banana pudding. Come on. So, what do we have for Leo, please, for the Kabbalah Tree of Life Oracle? What do we have for the Kabbalah Tree of Life Oracle? The myth. The moment is underneath the deck. So it's 3 and 13. The moment. So it's like a moment something happens. The moment you gain clarity. The moment that you gain insight. The moment that something strikes you, right? What is the myth, though? Let's find that out. Actually, I want to look at the moment real quick. You guys are on the extended, so we've got a little extra time. You're here for a reason. Okay, if I can find it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, living in the present moment rather than trying to project too far into the future is important to you now. You also need to pay close attention to what arises, because some kind of opportunity will come up which you will miss if you're not careful. That could also be this. Missing an opportunity, maybe with the King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, in which it would affect your pentacles, right? So be careful. A brief spell of time, an imminent event, a chance not to be missed, a situation which is changing from moment to moment, a pattern of flux, living on the edge with excitement and uncertainty. So, what is the myth? If your relationship or your work is empowered by a myth, then it will have extra energy and inspiration. But do you know what that myth is and what it is saying? You will need to test and consolidate it in the real world too. Possible meanings: a question concerning religion, which is that insight card, an ideal or a cause, a myth, story, or legend, superstitions, means of communication, a truth which you must dress up. So this is like, kind of like getting creative. Like, you always hear the man, the myth, the legend, right? So this is kind of dressing up a situation and making it bigger than it is. You might do something like that creatively within your job or work or something, talking somebody up. That's going to play a big part this week in friend groups, relationships, even partnerships here. And it all has to do with communication. It could be social, online. And it has to do with your life's purpose. So, you could be like a creative influencer or something like that. And, you know, we all know the influencers. I mean, they're putting out information on the internet, right? But some of it's really like, you know, funny. Some of it's cringy. Some of it is, it's like you talk it up, right? You make it bigger than it is. But that's what inspires people, so you can shine your light, right? It inspires others to do the same thing. You know? I like that. One more for Leo. This card has been coming out nonstop underneath the deck too, so I don't even like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's no rips or anything. It's just been popping up nonstop. So number 40, psychic protection. Around me now, a shield of gold protecting me strong and bold. You could be dealing with somebody who's 40 years old. I mean, look at this. 39, 40, 41, 42. Holy shites. That's insanity. Granted, it is underneath the deck, but regardless. So you're being protected psychically. You're being protected. You've got protection all around you with the temperance. It's protecting you strong and bold. So you're being protected from like negative energy, negative talk. Maybe people are speaking badly about you. It's like you don't care, you know. And I feel like that has a lot to do with your old friends. People that you're kind of like disconnecting from and getting away from. Those who are on lower vibrational levels than us, that aren't vibing at a frequency that we are, tend to talk shit, right? Because they don't understand it. And that's why, right? But you're being protected from that. So that's good. Ooh, I like this. So then we have number 21, sensuality. Your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. This has a real strong vibe to the relationships over here. Intimacy, freedom, acceptance, and trust. So I feel like, you know, you're experiencing this new level of sensuality with yourself, maybe in your relationships, with other people. Because 21, something significant could be happening on the 21st. I just heard a baby. I'm sorry. That's for some of you, not all of you. But also 2 + 1 = 3. Which is all about celebration, but it's also about working together, partnership. It's also about waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for, you know, you can feel it building, you can feel it happening, and it's about to, but you're just waiting for it to actually come in. So I like that. Sensuality. You're getting in touch with yourself. You're getting in touch with your emotions and, you know, your self-evaluation and awareness with the insight card, right? Spirituality can absolutely be sensual. It's like, you know, like sex magic. That's a real thing, and it's all about sensuality, the exchange of energy between you and another lover, right? Because then it creates bonds. Sometimes such strong bonds, it's like they can't be broken, right? All right, underneath the deck, we've got spells, alchemy. Whew. Okay, so somebody could be dabbling in spells. Now, here's the thing. Spells can be anything. Spells are talking. You speak spells when you use your words, right? Spells and alchemy could be cooking. You know, when you create something, that's spell work. And then spells are like anything that has intention behind it, okay? So top of the deck, the one we're paying attention to, aura, observation. Again, a card that's been popping up a lot in some of the past readings. So we're going to read this and wrap it up. Wake up to what is really going on around you. Take a good long look at yourself and others, for not is all what you have painted in your mind. That is what this is. like you've been living in this like happy la la land, right? But you're waking up and noticing that not everything is what it seems, right? That's what that is. There are underlying reasons for certain people in your life acting as though they have your best interests at heart, although they are actually not always sweetness and light. This wake-up call serves you well and asks you to look at areas of your life where you could improve things. Deepen investigation into situations you have previously skimmed over. Become the observer. Watch and learn. Notice every detail in a person's mannerisms and energy, and soon you will be able to determine the bigger picture in all that you witness. Observe well, and the subtle truth will emanate clearly for you to determine. Always ask the question, is this for my highest good? You will witness something important. Become more aware of signs and symbols that Spirit brings you. Try to see the good in others. You have a gift for sensing and seeing auras. So auras are also really closely related to the chakras. It's the vibration, the colors that you see surrounding a body, surrounding a person. Where are my cards? I want to show you. Okay, so like the 7 chakras here. Okay, notice how it's like, the aura around it, right? That's what this is talking about. You're a good observer of people's auras and energy, and you need to continue that. But also, when, like, for instance, choosing your friends wisely, the reason that card came out is like, you may always be around a group of friends because, like, you grew up with them, or maybe you work with them or whatever, but are they really the right kind of people to be around you? Do you really vibe on the same level? Do you share that same aura with them? I mean, not everybody needs to be the exact same, but, as far as being on the same vibrational frequency, it's better to be. And I feel like, by you just being your true authentic self, you're going to shine your light, and your tribe is going to naturally gravitate towards you. You may have already come into contact with them and be working on it now, but that is going to be the justice in a situation. So if you're feeling any anxiety, fear, frustration, or anything this week, it's just this week. You will get through it. Like I said, we just shifted, the nodes, and we have a lot of energy going on this week, especially if you watched the earlier reading. So overall, though, this is a beautiful read, and I feel like, you're really getting in touch with yourself, and I love that for you, Leo. So that's what I have for you this week. If any of this resonated, make sure that you leave a comment in the comments below, but also like, share, subscribe, and as you know, it's together we grow. So I always enjoy doing these readings. If you'd like to do a personal, I have all of my contact information listed below as well. Just reach out. But until we meet again, I will see you on the flip side. You take care. Have a great one. Peace.